seems like game after game after game has the word super in the title. And while sometimes they suck balls, sometimes they're actually pretty, super.
We've gone through every single game in history with super in the title, every one, and seen which ones truly deserve super in their name.
Given the SNES's infatuation with having super in the title of pretty much every game in its library, chances are you're going to hear a title or two from the old 16-bit greatness. So Sony and Microsoft fanboys, save the drama. This is Stuttering Craig.
And Handsome Tom.
For ScrewAttack's Top 10 Super Games.
10.
As far as ports from the arcade, Super Off-Road was one of the best on the NES. In the arcade, you could only have 3 players. But on the NES, you could have 4, and that wasn't done very often.
You could also power up your car with all sorts of crap to help you dominate. Nitros, tires, engines, everything. And even though it had an absolutely craptastic sequel on the Super Nintendo, Off-Road got bonus points for the use of hot chicks to greet you at the finish line.
Number 9.
The SNES's answer to the old school zapper, the Super Scope 6 was an absolute monster.
By monster, you mean grotesquely huge, right?
Yeah, it's pretty damn large.
Now, how are we going to justify this being in the top 10? That really chaps my ass.
It was cool. I mean, just think of it kind of like Wii Sports, except you shoot everything, and there's no sports in it.
8.
Oh yeah, real game. All you need to know about Super C can be answered on the back of the box. After losing a confrontation against Super Commandos, Mad Dog, and Scorpion, the juices of... Hold on, let me keep going. The juices of destruction drip from the spiked tongue of the vile red falcon. You might as well just leave it like that.
Yes, Super C took everything about Contra and pretty much made it better while still sticking to what worked the first time. Shirtless men running around in red and blue tights shooting everything. Super C is super freaking awesome.
7.
Considered by some as the best football game ever made, Tecmo Super Bowl was one of the first to use real names and attributes of real NFL players.
With a cult following on college campuses still to this day, Tecmo Super Bowl was crazy offensive-minded and have badass cutscenes when you did something good.
Hey, and don't forget about Bo Jackson. I didn't know he was a superhuman robot until after I played this game.
6.
Spectacular. Super Castlevania was and is super in every sense of the word. You can make your whip go limp, move it all around, swing off of things, and even whip up.
The music is some of the best of the era and still stands out in Vania fans as some of the best in the series. It also stayed true to tradition by placing fully cooked entrees in walls as power-ups.
There was no storyline in the game. All you need to know is Simon Belmont was ready to tear Dracula limb from limb.
Just the way we like it.
5.
When this game came out, I remember going to the store to check out the video games and seeing a line of people waiting to play this in the demo area. It was absolutely insane.
Super Mario Kart had a ton of imitators, but nobody can challenge Nintendo. Have you ever noticed that in first player, you're always playing in split screen? It's kind of like the DS.
Yes, we know this is not the best Mario Kart, but it is the only Mario Kart with Super in the title, so therefore, on the list.
4.
Street Fighter II received update after update after update, but by far the best is Super Street Fighter II Turbo.
The Super Bar, air juggling, and Akuma, all things that plowed their way to arcades in this version. Handsome Tom, did you know the full name was actually Super Street Fighter II Turbo, the Ultimate Championship?
Doesn't Ultimate mean final or last?
I believe so.
Then why the heck did they make one more version?
3.
In what is pretty much equivalent to an all-star game for Nintendo, Melee is a game that both button mashers, you know who I'm talking about, and skilled players can play.
The best-selling GameCube game in history had 29 huge levels, tons of characters, updated versions of classic tunes, and more items than you know what to do with.
You know, I hate Pokemon, but when I see a Pokeball in Super Smash Bros., my eyes light up, and I sprint to that Pokeball, and I love every second of it.
You're such a pansy.
Hey, I love to beat some ass, and when Pokeballs do that for me, it's on.
You love those balls, do you?
2.
probably asking yourself why there hasn't been a Mario game on the list yet. Well, why would you put them all separate when you can put them all in one cartridge? Super Mario All-Stars did that.
It took all the Mario games and gave them an equivalent to a video game boob job and made them better in every way. Also, for the first time, it exposed the US to the Lost Levels, which is the real Super Mario Bros. 2.
The most recognizable franchise in gaming history all in one place? Yeah, it was the
One of the only things that held this game back was that stupid intro music.
Alright, a quick recap before we get to number 1.
Number 10, Super Off-Road.
Number 9, Super Scope 6.
That's so dumb. Number 8, Super C.
Number 7, Tecmo Super Bowl.
Number 6, Super Castlevania 4.
Super Mario Kart.
Number 4, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Number 3, Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Number 2, Super Mario All-Stars Plus Super Mario World.
It's number 1.
Genius, genius, genius. This game made me want to hump my Super Nintendo hard.
The First Lady of Gaming provided everything a gamer would want in a game. Awesome graphics, sweet gameplay, music, weapons, story, character, controls, replayability. It had the entire package, all in one game.
If you can find a better game with Super in the title, no, that's impossible. There's no way. Super Metroid is the best Super game ever. End of story.